Hello, everybody. Today I'm gonna be a little bit of a maniac and talk a lot of things that I've been thinking about. And it's probably gonna be a little, incomprehensible, probably, but I just wanted to speak to you today. It's late at night, and I just had one of these, late night thinking exercises, or whatever. So be free to leave a comment on what you think about what I'm going to say, but be prepared that it's probably going to be pretty incomprehensible as a whole, But anyway, we're going to begin with here immortality. What is immortality? Let's begin there, I guess. So I guess immortality means not dying, right? And my own definition of it is something not dying without it being destroyed. Let's say it's like that for this instance, or this argument, or whatever, or this discussion. So we have, or this idea. I mean, this is not a discussion. So we have immortality, right? I think in the future, we're going to be immortal, in a sense that we're not going to be able to die unless we destroy ourselves or something else destroys us. I'm thinking in a way of like Terminator and like robots and stuff. I know. But anyway, so I was just thinking about it. So a lot of people say that you shouldn't want to be immortal, right? But here's my thinking. And I thought about this today. If we know, like if we got to the stages of immortality, I'm talking about like what could hypothetically be real immortality. I'm not talking about vampires and stuff and magic. I'm talking about what we could do with science that might grant us immortality and what it might look like in a real case scenario, right? So let's say we got to that stage scientifically or with the technology that we could make ourselves immortal. And what does that mean? Realistically, it means we could create ourselves, replicate ourselves in non-organic material that's not gonna decay or whatever. So we're gonna be made out of plastic and metal and stuff, I guess. So that material can be repaired, and that's gonna make us be able to repair ourselves and live forever, in a sense, right? So what I'm talking about is when we can live forever, we're gonna have the technology to create ourselves from scratch, right? So we're gonna know how every neuron is connected in the brain. We don't know that currently, I think. But how it's connected, how it works, how everything. So we can copy me right now, put me here, right? But this guy, he's going to be made out of stuff that we could repair. So technically, he's going to be able to live forever, right? Provided he has enough power or whatever, to sustain himself. So if we're that good, or if we're that far in technology with our technology, right? Then we also know how it works up here. So people say, "Oh, I wouldn't want to be immortal. That would be so boring, right?" But think of it like this. If we know how the brain works, we can also, change the substances that is making our brain function. So we could feel happiness all the time, or not even happiness, but like a state of calmness, not feeling anger. So then immortality would be not a problem, right? But I also thought about this. Now the standard of existence has changed. So the normal was here, the standard was here before. Now, when we are feeling these happiness all the time, our new standard is up here, right? And we know like humans currently have a problem with, for example, I have a standard of living that I grew up with. A guy in a less fortunate country has a different standard, and is gonna feel things differently when it happens to him or her, right? Like if I didn't have food for a day, I would feel absolutely terrible. But for another person, it might be their standard, right? So they wouldn't feel as bad about it. Right? Or I don't know if I'm making sense. But my point with that is that if we feel happiness all the time, would it really be happiness, right? It would just be the normal. So what is the next happiness? That's my point. But yeah, anyway. We're not there currently with technology. I'm just speculating here now, trying to figure out the different problems that they're going to be faced with. But anyway. So what more? I had something more to say. Let me think. So we're immortal. We can, we can live forever. And we don't have to live forever. That's the good part, right? We can just say bye-bye when we want to. So we lived for maybe 400 years and we're like, no, I don't want to feel, I don't want to be here anymore. Bye. Okay, that sounded bad. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, we're in for a wild ride in the future, I think. But anyway, what more can I say about this? Yeah, right. What are we gonna become then? Because by then, we're not human anymore. We're merging with technology then. Like we are now, we're merging a little bit with technology. We use a lot of technology in our lives. But I don't think of the phone. I don't know. Some people say the phone is like technology. We're merging with technology. But the phone is more like a tool, I think. And we've always used tools, humans, I mean. Hammer, axe. This is another tool. So I guess our thing is merging with technology. We've always done that in a sense, use tools and stuff and stuff like that. So, but when we're gonna become not human, so we're gonna be something else then. Also, the thing I said with we could change what we feel, which is gonna change what a normal human. It would change their whole worldview, right? If they felt good all the time, it would change their mental fortitude also. But if you know everything that goes on in the brain, that wouldn't be a problem, right? You could just make it work somehow, I guess. Yeah, I don't know anything more now. I'm feeling put on the spot here, but that was basically it. I think I might have something more to add soon, but yeah, see ya.